All right, let's get to the paper review this morning, getting across all the headlines, trying to jostle for your attention this morning on the papers across Nigeria. We have joining us Charles Ideho, public affairs analyst, as well as he's a journalist too, with us right here. Charles, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's begin with a punch. Alleged misconduct. EFCC reports 3 judges to the NJC. Seized 86 cars, houses. FG charges civil servant Buhari panel chief.
I learned even that man, his younger brother was also charged with him. I said, this is a civil servant. What's the younger brother doing? So
maybe
it means that
civil servant
maybe we're using the brother as a front or as a conduit pipe.
Exactly, it's possible.
So it tells you how lazy and how they have been able to master the act of graft in that system.
It's become a family business?
It's become a family business. You have, when I read that, I say, what is the younger brother of a highly placed civil servant doing with this case?
Exactly.
It means that over the years, that young man must have been the major domo, so to speak, of this man.
But I think with this headline, EFCC reports 3 judges to NJ. It wasn't like the previous time where they had to just be the ones to arrest the judges.
But
I think it's taking shape now when it comes to the process.
You report them, let the processes take the normal course. But if now there is any common cause, but if now there is any cause now to send them for trial, good. The law enforcement agency can now come back again and then they take over them. But the attitude of having to storm the houses, to raid them, I think is too antediluvian.
Like what happened in 2016?
Yes. That's what caused that they modeled up the whole case.
Exactly.
And then, so
well, hopefully the NJC will be able to do the needful.
I also hope so, because this esprit de corps, or what they call parakmoism, will also take place in that place.
All right, cattle colonies, of course, is no longer news that southern states shun FG's request for land. Well, some already have.
Some already have. I think about only three states in the north have so far backed down. Only 3 states of the northern, about 19 of them. So you have 16 of them volunteering to give them. But the question I also want to ask is that why would there be cattle colonies in the 36 states of the Federation? Why? It's not. Look, Botswana is a very small country in the Southern Africa, in Southern Africa. They produce even more, about more than 5 times what we produce here in Nigeria. They don't have cattle ranches in all their colonies.
Yeah, they're one of the highest exporters of beef.
Exactly. So you also go to the US. I've never learned you have ranches in California, in Delaware, in Idaho, and all this other area. When you talk about ranches, you mostly focus on Texas and other areas. So why would you now make it a national affair? So that's why people are saying that there's a bit of politics in all this, and so there's more to it than meets the eye. So the federal government, you have to just look at it and find a way to go
and
around
of course,
it.
Lassa fever kills Kogi doctor of 5 in Ondo.
That's
mosquito coil fire kills triplets and brother in Jigawa. FRS, that's FIRS, Inland Revenue Service, generated 4 trillion naira in 2017 alone, says Fowler. NNPC to build more depots nationwide.
It's not about building more depot. What about if you don't find something to put in the depot?
Okay, well, don't we have what to put in the...
Oh. No, if what you have is crude.
It's
not been refined.
It's not refined yet.
It's not refined yet. So what you're bringing is refined, but the one you have even bringing is not even enough for us to use. So I don't know where you're going to be putting depot.
Okay, we have on the Nation newspaper now, we have 2 NIA chiefs grilled as bid to grab $44 million fails. EFCC invites disquiet as new boss resumes.
Well, the new boss is already being roped in one way or another.
Well, there are lots of allegations here and there that he's not qualified to be there.
And also nepotism about the state where he comes from.
He wasn't supposed to be the one.
If you follow the
but if
federal
we say
character.
nepotism, are we not speaking from both sides of the mouth? We're saying he's not a Nigerian. When I say we, I use that advisedly. while on the other hand, we're accusing him, somebody of nepotism. So is he really a Nigerian or not? I guess he would be the best person to actually...
But will it, if we make it again, he will tell you, no, in
Nigeria. He won't tell us.
He won't tell you. He is obviously a Nigerian. He's been serving...
over there, the way they intermarry, the way they interrelate over there. So it's pretty difficult for you to know who is a real Nigerian in the northern area there and who is not. Except, okay, even if we want to talk about it now, Mike, how many of us Southerners even have papers and all the documents to even say we're Nigerians? Except all this where they go to do a local government origin. Most of them,
or international passports.
Or national passports. Even what person talking about, you know, a lot of foreigners have this Nigerian passport.
Yeah, that's true.
But nobody asks questions about where you're from, because the document that will tell you where you were born is not there.
And the Nigerian passport is one of the easiest to acquire.
Easier to acquire.
You just walk in. Just walk in.
Nobody asks you where you're from. Because there's no data to follow your background and then your birth.
All right. Oyo gives Libya returnees 10,000 naira each. Well, this is in Edo State, I think Edo State has the highest number of those.
You don't think.
Okay.
We do.
You would be the best person.
Yeah, we do, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
has the highest number.
Even before Libya, you lived in Benin before.
Of course.
Even before Libya, it has always been houses in Benin, in most cases, Benin especially, you find them being sold to send a boy or a girl abroad. Because you know why? Osarentin went, Osarentin brought a lot of goodies. So Osage must go.
So Anuyi must go.
Anuyi must go.
All right. I'm in court with Kanu over debts. This has been on for a little while now. And we have Falai claims herdsmen burn farm every year.
Yes, that is the third time that this is
But I think it's because I read a report where the spokesperson of the police command in the state said it's too early to say this this was done by herdsmen, because the investigation is still ongoing. For somebody just maybe because what's his name, Falai, maybe because he is following the trend over the years. We don't know until the police have been able to carry out the investigation.
Yeah, well, according to him, it's the third time this. Well, suspected
similar circumstances.
Exactly.
But even then, until someone had been apprehended.
Every January, they burn down his oil palm plantation
so that they can
fresh
sprout.
grass can sprout for their cattle to eat.
Well, it's very disturbing. But however, Buhari, we're delivering on campaign promises. We're tackling herdsmen killings. The president is saying that.
You are not asking me anything.
No, it's just a statement.
You're saying
it's a statement.
It's a statement.
I said you asked me, then I'll tell you what
I'm reading it out. I'm reading it out. So the president is saying we are delivering on campaign promises. We're tackling herdsmen killings. So
I think the thing is that if you really say whether it's a statement of fact or not, we need to look at those issues sectorially. It won't help us to just for the president to just say offhandedly, just group everything we are delivering on campaign. Question is, what are the sectors that have been addressed? If we look at it sectorially, we'll be able to know, okay, on this sector you have scored this mark, on this one you have failed, and so on. But not just to make a wholesale.
Well, the point there is, we certainly will hold the government accountable, or President Buhari accountable, for 3 areas. His campaign promises were on the issue of security, the issue of the economy, and corruption.
Yes.
Basically, those are the areas we're going to benchmark exactly his performance.
I agree.
All right. The Daily Sun is reporting Buhari's second term splits APC in North. Party chieftains want halt to re-election talks.
Yes. For me, I think we should evolve a process where, if they want to make it a thing of legislation, electioneering, the politicking should not even start until maybe middle of a year preceding the election.
Maybe 6 months before.
Maybe 6 months. Because what happens is that once these things happen, the development and all the campaign, they are on recess. So nobody, and how do you hold them? As I speak now, this is January. Before it's April, Abuja will practically be empty because all opposition will vacate Abuja, going to their respective senatorial districts.
Especially for those who are recontesting.
Everybody contesting. For them to start politicking, and then money will be exchanging. People who are within the political circle right now are going to make a lot of money from
and the moment you name your campaign the Director General of your campaign.
Then you are, I mean, everything
elections have
started.
So all right, Southeast APC to Buhari, give us 2023 presidency. Now, who says anyone will just hand it over to them?
So is this something you distribute?
Is it something you demand?
But I thought we were supposed to decide who is going to be there in 2023.
You know, the tragedy of the Nigerian democratic evolution is the best of us don't rise from within the ranks to actually present themselves and say, look, this and this is what I have to offer. Somebody once described Nigeria as a country where you could actually say that the tail is wagging the dog.
Yes.
A nation where the people are actually more enlightened, more educated, and all of that than the people.
Who do you blame? You blame, first of all, it's the people themselves. As I speak now, there's because you know I'm very heavy in it's on social media. I can tell you exactly the war, war going on. I mean, amongst the youth. The youth are sharply divided, extreme APC, extreme PDP. Oh, some are rooting for Atiku, some are rooting for the return of Buhari. But you have people who are younger in age. Nobody talked about them.
It almost seems that the youth have given up on themselves because...
But no, they don't. They have not. They have not because
they are rooting for people who have been there forever.
But of course, you can also look at them and also feel pity for them because the processes expect you to have a very deep pocket. How many youths we have deep pockets? So the deeper the pocket, the better we can organize things.
Yeah, but we're seeing a new dimension now where people like Obi Ezekwesili and some other persons are coming to say no PDP, no APC, we want something new. And also on social media, there are new faces, young people here and there coming up to say, okay, I want to contest for presidency, I want to run and so on.
Yeah, but Mike, the same new faces that are coming up and saying, look, I think I should give it a shot, is the same young people who are saying, how much experience do you have? What gives you the...
Yeah, but people will certainly ask questions.
But somebody told me yesterday, said, we're all celebrating George Weah. Let a footballer, let an Okocha, for instance.
Oh, my.
Or let a Finidi, or whoever, or popular among them, or Okocha, Dodo Mayana, let them come out to say, I want to present. What's footballer? What's he doing here? If it's the same youth that we bring them down, the same.
No,
you think a
George Weah faced the same thing in 2006.
But he matured over time.
Exactly.
So but how many of them are prepared to mature here?
The same thing. And you know, right, he was a senator before now, so he went back. In fact, he went back to school.
Yes.
After school, he went into politics and so on. At that time, they told him, you don't have any experience in politics. What are you doing here? So it's the same thing. So you have to go back and work on yourself. The point there is governance is not child's play. So all those questions must be asked.
But even working on yourself, they've also taken the chances away. We want to go to school now. How many years?
We could go on and on.
All right.
Okay. Very quickly, the last one. Rivers accuses FG of plot to grant cultist amnesty. All right, we'll have to leave that one.
Okay. Vanguard newspaper this morning. Herdsmen attacks. Buhari's silence is disappointing. Olufala is saying that it's not a presidency affair. Additional is replying, as Ondo government vows to regulate herdsmen activities, will nab culprits. A police commissioner in Ondo State. OPC will continue to protect Yoruba interests. Gani Adams. So these are different.
So Femi Additional is saying it's not a president affair. I don't understand what that means because the government within Nigeria is a unitary system of government where everybody looks toward the center. Now, even the states where you have governors, the governors are chief executive and not chief security officers. So the business of securing the lives and property of this whole country
is that of Mr. President.
Of the president or the presidency. So if we have any security challenge anywhere in Nigeria, it's not under the purview of the state governor to call any commander. It has to go to commander in chief of the
that is why in Benue, when the issues of the herdsmen happened, Governor Tom he was calling to government in Abuja straight.
Yes.
Otherwise, he would have handled the circumstance
according
by himself.
To him, he called on the president, well, the government at the center. But we've been hearing from the center that there was
delayed or something, or no response was given.
But of course, Fayose in Ekiti is saying, look, pay 5,000 naira, then you can.
You can do certain things.
Exactly.
Look, you're hurting business.
Some people may not like Fayoshe, but I think in this issue of herdsmen,
he was very decisive. He was firm.
He continues to be decisive. I mean, that's the way it should be to cater for your people.
All right, this day finally, politicians across broad spectrum eye emerging political movement called the third force.
Yes.
Where will this third force come out from?
No, I think the exigence of the times is the one that has thrown up this task force. So let's see how the task force we defeat the second force and the first force. And look towards how we'll be able to wrest power from those who are there who are not giving us. The
problem is we continue to use
it's the same
force.
Nigeria, but
it's always
the same
force,
Nigeria.
Force.
Well, because the military left the force with us.
So we're used to the force.
So we are used to
everything is forceful. Okay. Charles Ideho, thank you so much for coming on.